Okay. Many Institute of Engineering India. The Institute of Engineering India is the national organization of engineering in India. In the Institute of Engineering India has more than 1 million people in 15 engineering disciplines in 125 centers or chapters in India. Overseas, it is the world's largest multidisciplinary engineering and professional society in engineering and technology world. Okay. हे वेबसाईट इंजिनियर आहे कोर्स ऑफ इथिक्स मध्ये इन्स्टिट्यूट त्यामध्ये मेकॅनिकल असेल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स असेल इलेक्ट्रिकल असेल सिव्हिल असेल ओके फर्स्ट the Institute of Engineering was established in 1920 is in Kolkata, West Bengal, and is accumulated to the have pioneered non-formal education in engineering. The Institute of Engineering of India conducts as examination of associate membership. This exam is considered to be per with PE and BTech when contemplated as a eligibility qualification to write complete competitive examination like Indian Civil Services, Indian Engineering Services, GATE. Okay, and for employee in government, public, and private sector in India, this qualification is recognized by the Ministry of HRD, means the Government of India, as equivalent to BB and BTech. The Institute of Engineering was incorporated by Royal Charter in 1935. It is currently headquarters at the 8 Road, Kolkata. Membership of the category of membership of IEA, meaning Institute of Engineering India. The main code of ethics is effective from the March 2004. Means Institute of Engineering is the engineering services, means all member of the committee in enhancing their welfare, health, and safety by creative process, utilizing the engineering knowledge, expertise, and experience. Means the code of ethics is based on board principle of truth, honest and justice, truthworthiness, and respect and safeguards of human life and welfare. Means competency and accountability, which constitute the moral values. Means every corporate member of this institute must recognize, uphold, and abide by. Means any member are divided into main two parts: corporate, organic, means non-corporate. Okay. Means member, associate member are calculated in advance. Respect member of type 2 members, means brothers, company, means graduate students, associate member, and subscribe and contact. According to official declaration of first type member, means character engineering, non-official. All applicable are considered for general education, means proper practical training and personal integrity to take up the responsibility of an engineering. Means the corporate member, if the IEI are committed to prompt and practices the profession of engineering for common good of community, means bearing in mind the concern the following, means the ethical standard, social issues, means any human rights and protection, and the protection of environment and sustainable development, public safety, and tranquility. Okay. This designation of Institute of Engineering of India. First is the FIA fellow, second is member MIA, short form आहे, associate member AMIA. डिझिग्नेशन कुठले असतात आयएचे ते बघूयात. प्रोफेशनल इंजिनियर पी इंजिनियर, इंटरनॅशनल प्रोफेशनल इंजिनियर INT पी इंजिनियर, सिनियर टेक्निकल member ST, technical member T, institutional member, donor member, and arbitrator. Okay, this is the designation of the Institute of Engineering. Okay. First, senior designation, fellow, FIA. Fellowship is the most senior and most reputed engineering degree and grade of corporate membership awarded by the FIA, means professional assistant profession, means associate profession of IIT, NIT, okay, university, means other engineering colleges in the scale of pay, that is the 37 400 have eligible to own fellowship, means PhD pass in engineering. म्हणजे थोडक्यात ते काय असते आपल्याला स्पॉन्सरशिप सारखे आहे. ओके, म्हणजे PhD वगैरे असेल किंवा याचे असिस्टंट एमटेक असेल वगैरे दुसऱ्या इंजिनिअरिंग टेक्नॉलॉजी मध्ये एक्सपिरियन्स असेल तर स्कॉलरशिप मिळून जाईल. मेंबर असेल तर MIA membership is also more senior and more reputed engineering degree means grade of corporate membership awarded by the Institute of Engineering India means holders are entitled to use the post nominals means MIA MTech passed in engineering and technology means with 8 years engineering experience are eligible to the MIA engineering degree. Okay, हे लिंक आहे मी ही PPT पे तुम्हाला पाठवलेले. Associate membership AMIA means associate membership is also basically reputed engineering degree means grade of corporate membership awarded by the Institute of Engineering India. These holders are intended to use the post nominals means AM section A and B exam passed in the engineering technology from the Institute of Engineering. Okay. This the engineering technology organized the AMA engineering degree certificate means the associate member of the IA means Institute of Engineering India was earlier known as called a grade of IA means grade of Institute of Engineering India. Okay. Means many corporate member means corporate membership is means the code of ethics, the tenets of the ethics means shall utilize his or her knowledge and expertise for the welfare means the health and safety of the community without any discrimination for sectional or private interest. It means the shall maintain the honor, integrity, and dignity in all his profession action to worthy of the trust of the community and the profession means shall act only the domain of his competency and with diligence, care, sincerity of the honesty means shall means knowledge and expertise in interest of employees or clients for whom shall work without compromising with other obligations to them. 10. Okay. Maintain honesty and fairness is making statement or being witness of shall do on the basis of adequate knowledge. What is professional? General main IIM मध्ये Institute Engineering मध्ये मला सांगितलं ENTC इलेक्ट्रिकल मेकॅनिकल सिव्हिल हे मेंबरशिप आहेत त्यामध्ये कुठली डिग्रीला कुठले आपल्याला स्पॉन्सर मिळू शकतो मेंबरशिपला. ओके. कॉर्पोरेटचं पण सांगितलेलं आहे कॉर्पोरेट मेंबरशिप मध्ये कुठले डायरेक्ट आणि इनडायरेक्ट सिक्युअर वर्क काय असतो बेसिस ह्याच्यामध्ये कुठला वर्क अपॉइंटमेंट करतो कुठल्या इंजिनियरला. ओके. सेकंड प्रोफेशनल. व्हॉट इज प्रोफेशनल? फर्स्ट लेक्चरला आपण झालेलं आहे प्रोफेशनल प्रोफेशनल आणि प्रोफेशनलिझम झालेला आहे आपल्याला. हे जनरली आपण डेली जे आपल्यात आहे तो आपण बघतोय. ओके. प्रोफेशन इज अ डिसिप्लिन ग्रुप ऑफ इंडिव्हिज्युअल to apply his knowledge and exercise these skills in the interest of others. It means a profession is defined means any occupation, job, or vocation that requires advanced expertise, means skill and knowledge, means self-regulation and concerned services to public goods. It brings high status, means socially and economically. Okay. The characteristics of professions are the three type of characteristics. First is advanced expertise, second self-regulation, third is the public good. Okay. Many profession requires specific skills, means know-how and theoretical knowledge, means know-how and high formal education, training and continued education updating are needed. Then self-regulation is the profession society may play important role in setting standards of admission to profession, means drafting codes of ethics, means enforcing standards of conduct and representing the profession before the public and the government. Third is the public good. When the public good is the profession, the occupation provides some important public goods by considered efforts to maintain ethically standards. For example, the public goods is the physician promoted the health and lawyer protects means legal rights, and engineer provides a product or a project for use by public towards their health, means health welfare and safety is teaching is also claimed as a profession as a helps shaping the training and minds of students, young as well as the old. Is the main characters of profession. These the some agree means that jobs such as a carpenter means barbies, porters, and drivers are to be recognized profession. Means it is open for discussion, such as such things cannot be decided by referring to dictionary alone. Means through the analysis of activities expected for the jobs, include the means made check with explanation of requirement means of profession before deciding it profession. Means for example, having been engaged for driving one means vehicle is not profession, but as can drive who is engaged by the travel means agent to drive different type of cars for tourist extend means courtesy to the customers, required education expertise means at the respect to the public means his job may be termed as a profession. Means mercenary is not profession, has his act means his as a agent public good. Second, professional and professional. What is the difference between professional and professionalism? Professional is related to person or any work that person does not on profession and which requires expertise, means skill and knowledge, self-regulation, and result in public good. Means their term, professional term is person as well as status. Okay, what is it mean? Is a professional. Then professionalism, it is a professional involves being reliable, setting your own high standards, and showing that you care about every respect of your job, and it's about being industrious and organized and holding yourself accountable for your thoughts, words, and action. Means professional is it is the status of profession means which implies the certain attitudes or type quality that are expected of professional. Means according to masonry, professional is defined as the services related to achieve the public good. Means and the addition to the practices of the knowledge of moral ideas. Then characteristics of professionalism. First is advanced expertise, self-regulation, and public goods. This is the main professionalism characteristic. Means criteria for achieving the sustaining professional status or professionalism are: first is advanced expertise. Means the expertise includes sophisticated means the skills and theoretical knowledge in the exercise judgment. Means the means this means profession should analyze the problems in specific known area in an objective manner. Self regulation means self is one should analyze the problem is independent of self interest. Mean direct to the decision towards the best interest of the clients and customer. And autonomous judgment means unbased and on merits only means is expected. Means in such situation the course of conduct of professions is societies as a guidance as followed as a guidance. Third is public good. Means public good is one should not be paid employees of an individual or teaching colleges or manufacturing organization. Means to exit whatever the employee want to do. When the job should recognize by the public means consider efforts in the job means should go towards promotion of welfare society and health of the public good. Good public health. Main three parts of the types of the professionalism. First is the professionalism versus ideology. Second is professionalism versus knowledge. Professionalism versus behavior. First is the professional versus ideology. Executing legal documents identify calls of professional. Means professional and ethics are needed in all lines of work. Means it is not a professional specifically professional is particularly important and discussed frequently. Means in relation to education, law, and medicine, because as Mark Frank example explained, tension exists between the profession pursuit of autonomy means and public's demands for accountability. Means author Michael Reuters tells such as like all effective ideologies means the ideology of professionalism embodies means applying values, in this case those of services, truthworthiness, and integrity, autonomy, and reliable standards. Means this means that your ideology and work habits will reflect your professionalism. For example, you have work in law office means you will protect the privacy of your clients by not discussing their confidential information outside the office means, or if you work in doctor's officer means professional ideology means that you put your patient first by being attentive, helpful, and timely. Means professional is the main unhealthy activity, means freedom of survival, means psychology, manipulation, other job evaluating methodology, means engineers cannot attain the professional status, means professional as independence. This is one extreme type of professionalism. Professional as well as versus knowledge is learning about medical diagnosis is different from actually diagnosis medical condition. When you meet someone that you consummated professional means you are confident that individual is extremely skilled, means accomplished, and his expected superman mastery of subject or field. This is professional as is related to knowledge and behind that obligation from the academic studies at Institute of Higher Learning. Means authority reminds us the learning takes place during youth, means that transformation of knowledge into the situationally means appropriate from means that it is no longer the same knowledge, means that is prior to his first being used. Professionalism is context refer not just to first, another extensive view of the engineers are provide loyal services, means services employs the client to the core of professionalism. Means any restriction should came law regulation for government rather than the forms of conscience of the engineers. Means this is domain view from management side. Okay. Then professionalism as behavior. Means professional has the ability to get along with many different people. Means professional relevant through the behavior possesses good communication skill, speaking politely, writing accurately, or consideration of others show attractiveness. Means when working with co-workers with means any co-workers or clients, someone with professionalism means will have good problem solving skill, get along with everyone and put for his best effort, means to produce quality work. When you act professionally, you use behavior that encourage human response, says author, means and can point, you are more likely to get positive results, means earn corporate and support, get commitment, means gain clients and keeps peace. You are more likely to success when you are put something extra into your way of doing business. Means the intermediate position, the realistic type of professional means list between the two extremation, with the main commitment and client or the key piece of the engineer should attain the standards in education and job performance. Means the creativity and accept the most moral, means most basic moral responsibility to public as well as their employees. Means client and co-workers as a part of their obligations, means no specific type of central of engineers in contributing to the welfare of one fellow man. Means other obligation are changes the word creativity. Okay. Then next, uh, models of professionalism. Two type of models. First is business model. Second is professional model. Okay. First, business model. Main the importance of ethical element in professionalism in explaining the following two model of professionalism. First, business model as the according to the business means business model. And occupation is primary oriented means towards making profit within the legal boundaries means has in any businesses and professional also sells product or services for profit mean under the law and regulation by the government. And professionalism services means the profit under the regulation by the government. And professional such engineers or doctors or lawyers follow these practices means the extent of professionalism would be very limited. Okay. Means they normally work to increase their income to protect themselves from government regulation. They could use their professional training and specified knowledge to gain monopoly over the specific services in order to increase profit. The common man means the government that they should granted larger autonomy in their profession. Means they professional means they these professional who favor the business model mean the other occupations such as sales or manufacturing means that let us be seek profit primary means by selling a physical product means such as a automobile or electric goods. And whereas the former seek profit by selling their knowledge means the goals are the same in both cases means selling for profit and earn living. Then second, is the professional model. The engineering course hold a paramount important to the safety, health, and welfare of the public. In the professional model, occupation means such as a medicine, law, engineering, or since an engineer and other have implicate trust relationship or social contract with the life and death of the public means these professional agreement to regulate their practice and promote the public good means the engineering codes hold paramount importance to the safety health welfare of public. They agree to regulate themselves in according with high standards of competency means ethical practices not take unfair of advantages of public means they any government accept the regulation because they believe that the most effective and efficient way to the preserve means they trust relationship and between themselves and larger society. They means professional seek monopoly consider control over the profession of their competent services. Then professional role models. First is the saver, guardian, bureaucratic social enabler, and catalyst and gamer, game player. First, saver is the main part role of the promotion of public good health in primary concerns of profession engineer. When there are several models to whom engineer are attract means more model rules in thinking attitudes and action. Role model of profession first is saver means the engineer has saver means save the society from poverty means illiteracy wastage and inefficiency in health human labor the dignity and lead it to prosperity means through technology development and social planning. For example, RL Stevens is the main savers for the public society of the uh, professional. First, guardian, he means guardian in interest of the poor and general public, as well as who is a conversant with technology development is a given authority befitting his expertise to determine what is the best suited to the society. For example, as engineer. Okay. Third, creative servant means has served the organization, the employees means the management of enterprise fix its goal, assignments, and job of problem solving to engineer means who accept the challenges and shape them into concrete achievement. For example, Jamshid Tata. Okay. Then social and several and social enabler and catalyst means one who the day changes the society through the technology. When the engineer must assist the management and society to understand their needs and make informed decision on the describable technology. When develop and minimize the negative effects of technology on people of their living environment. Means thus he shines as a social enabler and catalyst for further growth. Means for example, Sundralal Bhangu. Means last game players is the neither servant nor master. Means as engineer is a assertive player, not a passive player. Means who may carry out the his master voice. Means he plays a unique role successfully with the organization. Means enjoying the excitement of the professional and having satisfaction of surging and ahead competitive worlds. Means for example, Naramurthy Infosys and Dr. Basmati ISO. Okay, this is main professional role model of the professionalism. Okay. Next point, main point, what is professional responsibility? Responsibility म्हणजे काय? तुम्हाला माहित आहे आता जे तुमच्यावर जबाबदारी असेल कुठली गोष्ट काय तुमच्या आता घरात मोठा करता असेल बाकीच्या गोष्टी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मध्ये काय काय गोष्टी आल्या पाहिजे डिफरंट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कुठले बघूया फर्स्ट प्रोफेशनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी म्हणजे काय प्रोफेशनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज देअर एरिया ऑफ लीगल प्रॅक्टिसेस दॅट encompasses the duties of attorney to the act in professional manner means obey the law avoid conflicts of interest and put the interest of clients and ahead of their own interest means the same there are different sense of responsibility main first is the risk sense कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक क्वालिटी सेन्स मध्ये कुठले पॉइंटेड सेन्स म्हणजे काय त्यामध्ये कुठले सब पॉइंटेड डिफरंट सेन्स ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्वालिटी ऑब्लिगेशन्स जनरल मॉरल कॅपॅसिटी liability and accountability precise worthiness means blameworthiness first characteristic quality means primary responsibility implies duty with their care and efforts with care and efforts. Obligations is these are one moral responsibility means the duty act right and in moral ways means the obligations such as the honesty, fairness, decency, and incumbent on everyone. Means in addition to this, we have role responsibility means assigned by taking up various roles means such as parents, inspectors, and employees for example, safety engineers means has a responsibility to make regular inspections in a factory and shops. Then third is general model capability means capacity means the main moral capacity on the his general capacity of moral agency means including understanding and action on moral reason. Liability and accountability. Liability means the liability account for action. It means the one in liable means with the legal sense means to meet the obligations in better ways. Means the person is likely respond legally if necessary. Means accountable means the one is willing to justify means defend the decision action or means the outcomes if could include offering reasonable excuses means accepting the shames for not having made the end result means or accepting the guilt for harming others means one is also answerable to the assessment by the others mean on one's action means or one outcome. Okay. Blameworthiness means when accountability of wrong action means on result is at issue. Responsibility means blameworthy means when right conduct or successful result is at a issue, and responsibility is non synonymous with the uh, prizeworthy. Okay. Main types of the responsibility, different types of responsibility exhibited in human transactions are first is moral responsibility, second casual responsibility, job responsibility, and legal responsibility. Means moral, what is moral? Moral responsibility is applied to professional. His profession must be responsible morally in creating internal good or good outcomes and emulating minimizing means unintended side effects from engineering and technology. First, obligacy. Moral three types: obligacy, consequent accountability and prizeworthiness. आता आपण बघितलं ते त्यामध्येच आहे ते responsibility. Obligacy is committed to moral action in primary obligacy to protect their safety of human being with respect to their right. Consequent is comprehensive perspective to the accept of duties and believes to the right things and putting their head of the hands means the product and project unexpected outcomes of putting effort to minor them means accountability being the accountable is a decision actions and the result of product project including safety. Blameworthiness means as applied to context of doing things right, doing things wrongly, respectively. Okay. Third, casual responsibility. Casuality is what is being a cause of some event. Means, for example, a child playing with matches and cause a house to burn. Means the child is called casual responsible, but the parents who left the child with matches is morally responsible. Third, job responsibility, which is consists of assigning the task at the place of employment and achieving the objective. Fourth, legal responsibility. Legal is the it is the responsible required by the law, means including legal obligation and accountability to meet them. Means many of these responsibility overlap. Means with moral responsibility. Okay. Then responsible profession. Responsible profession in the most comprehensive areas of engineers is responsible profession. Okay. First, it also the called a professional responsible. First is the these consist five types of virtues. And first is the self-direction virtue, public spirited virtues, teamwork virtues, professionalism virtues, and chief virtues. First, self direction means self governance. Direction means the virtues are fundamentals are necessaries exercising moral responsibility in the on basis of understanding and cognition. It improves self understanding humanity means proper assignment of one character means good moral judgment terms as a practical wisdom is by uh, Aristotle means the basic of commitment and action. It covers courage, means self-discipline, preserves self-respect and integrity. Means honesty is virtue. Is common both based in place. Truthfulness is a thought. Means the words the truth means worthiness is the action. Okay. Second, public spirited virtues. And the public virtues focus on good of clients and public. It includes the respect for others, means respect for rights, means to make a decision of the task, means not harming others intentionally. Intentionally is the engineering course, means code engineering course go to the step further the describe the benefits that includes preventing on removing harm to others. Means also promote the public safety, health and welfare. Means the welfare means generosity means helping the community by the giving their time and talent and money and voluntary services to the professional society and committee. Means justification is the all the decision the actions the main for the public spirited virtue. Third is the teamwork virtue means the team is the enable the professionalism and to work successfully with others. Means they include collegiality means corporativeness, communicative ability, and respect for legitimate authority. Responsible exercise of the authority and ability to the motive others to achieve, and also relevant to term work virtue. Then fourth is the professionally virtue. Professionally virtues is the one mean the positive technical skill. They call integral virtue by the Orostals, meaning competency means having qualified license and prepared to execute their job undertaken. Okay, means alert to the dangerous, careful attention, avoidance of the laziness or worklessness nature. Means creativity learn to the respond to the changing the technology society. Means excellence performed at the highest level and self renewal throughout the continuity education. Last is the chief virtue is the wisdom. temperature and justice. Some of other may overlap other virtues. They are called cardinal, means because they hinge our virtue depend called moral. Means moral is because the also means our actions regulate our passion and guide means conduct according to the faith and reason. Means wisdom is perception of truth and ability to distinguish between the right and wrong. Courage means the firm and evaluate mind. Means temperature represent order in word and action. Justice preserving means humanity and observing faith of contracts almost through the virtue around the religion stones. They are very relevant to the engineering practices. They remain responsible professional types. First, the social responsibilities. Okay. Responsibility. Social responsibility to business in addition to maximum shareholder value should act in manner is that benefit society. Socially responsible companies should adopt policies that promote the welfare being of society and environment while listening negative impact on them. Means social responsibility, corporate organization and social responsibility to all their stakeholders. Is this include well-being of the employees and their unions, society, socially responsible investor means customer, investor, dealers and suppliers, local committees and government, non-government organization, and they business or mean business owner manager means besides showing concern with the employee relation and their internal organization matters means the organization is concerned with. Means how training is disadvantage to physically or challenge workers means subcontracting and hiring practices means protecting the work environment and manufacturing visual external environment transportation. These are the main social responsibilities. Then second, accountability. What is accountability means taking ownership of the results is that have been that have been produced where responsibility focus on the defined roles of each team member means what value they can bring to the table means because of their specific position where accountability is results focused responsibility task or progress focus. Accountability means the capacity to understand and act on moral reason means willingness to the submit one action to moral scrutiny and to be responsible to the assessment of others. Okay. Then professional ethics. What is professional ethics? Professional ethics encompass the personal and corporate standards of behavior expected to professional. The word professionalism is generally applied to words of religions order by no later than their 1675. The term had seen secular application and was applied to the three different professional divinity, laws, and medicine. First, the term professional was also used for military profession around this same time. Professions and those working is in acknowledged profession exercise with specialist knowledge and skill. How the use of this knowledge should be governed when providing services to public means can be considered moral issues and professional ethics. It is capable of making judgment and applying their skill and reaching informed decision in situation that general public cannot because they have not attained the necessary knowledge and skill. One of the earliest example of professional ethics is the Hippocrates author, means the medical and doctor still other to this day. Main definition of professional ethics, professions define the profession special relation to the marketplace and members are livelihood in professional roles and accepting certain standards in the form of course, other measures, contingency, education, and support mechanism of members. Ethics conflicted of interest. Next point. आपल्याला 4 पॉइंटच आहेत ते बघूया. आता आपण कोर्स ऑफ इथिक्स मध्ये आई आहे बघितलं, प्रोफेशन म्हणजे काय बघितलं, प्रोफेशनलिझम म्हणजे काय बघितलं, प्रोफेशनल प्रॅक्टिस म्हणजे काय बघितलं. आता इथिक्स अँड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इझी आहे, एका एका त्याला अटॅच करून अजून 5-6 स्लाइड आपण सेकंड आज टॉपिक संपूया. ओके. आयएससी ला आपले 2 टॉपिक राहणार आहेत, फर्स्ट युनिट आणि सेकंड. त्याचे मी बऱ्यापैकी देईन काय काय येणार आहे आयएससी ला आणि त्याचे पीडीएफ वगैरे सेंड करेन मी. ओके. Conflict of interest means situation on which person, which a public official and means employee or professional means has private or personal interest means sufficient to appear to influence the object exercise of his and her official duties means they three key element in define. First there is a private or personal interest, often is the financial interest, but it could also another sort of interest, say to provide special advantages to spouse means child taken by themselves. There is nothing wrong with pursuing private or personal interest, for instance changing jobs for more pay or helping our daughter improve her glove stroke means interest is ethical. Conflict of interest is the problem comes with the private interest when come into the conflicts with the second features of the definite officially duty. Yeah. Then third is the conflict interest of professional responsibility means specific way of namely interfere object judgment of client and major reason of clients and employees value profession is they expect professional to be object to independent. Okay. Then factors like private and personal interest that they either interfere, appear likely interfere with the object or matter of legal concern to those professional with the clients, employees, and professional colleagues or general public. So it is important to the avoid apparent and potential as well as actual conflict of interest. Means in a potential conflict of interest is professional responsible reasonable person means would like think the professional judgment is likely to compromise. Means the potential conflicted of interested involves the situation that they develop into the actual conflicted interested. Then gift versus bribery means the defining the gift means bribers. They may seem like a simple minded means active, but they poison the questions another way. The you will see why this is important issue in government ethics. Means what is different between means gift is bribe. Means gift is something of value given without the expectation of return. Means bribe is the same thing given in the hope of the influence or benefits, because it is often impossible to determine the expectation means of giver. All federal state and local official both elected and appointed are governed by the rules means restriction gift in some cases gift over the certain amount or disallowed it in another means they must simply be reported and rules cannot be simply performed the loyalty and locality. Locality indeed can display means a legalistic understanding of when a gift become a bribe. Bribes can be actual items, or they can tickets or sporting event and travel rounds of glove and restaurant meals. Okay, this main point for the gift and versus bribe. Then environmental breaches means environmental issues for the ethics. Environmental ethics is the branch of ethics that study the relation of human being and the environment and how ethics play a role is in this. Means environmental ethics believe that humans are a part of society as well as the other living creators which include plants and animals. Means and ethical brains means occurring when someone with a system or community makes an ethical choice that sets standards by which others can make similar decision. In danger of ethical breaches is that they are founded changes in ethical software organization. Okay. The main part of Environmental Protect Act 1986 EP Act means Environmental Protection Act. The umbrella act for numerous rules means adopt under it is such as waste rule provide for only one type of punishment means any breach of these rules is punishable with imprisonment for a term of 5 years means I fine to the 1 lakh or both. Ethical issues in environmental issue and consequence breach. Okay, ethical issues in environmental issues means environmental ethic along with human values make for challenges means philosophy debates about man's interaction with the environment.
water and air pollution, means depletion of natural resource, loss of biodiversity, destruction of ecosystem, global climate changes are all part of this environmental ethical debate. Consequent breaches of the ethical legal responsibility, means failure to work within these boundaries may result in reprimand, means performance management and training, disciplinary action, means harm to people who receive the services, legal, means legal action against the you and your employer. Then in negligence, what is negligence? Main point negligence. It is become professional negligence, means when the responsibility of profession fail to reach a standard level, means the practices of the profession or art which requires some special experience, skill, ability to buy caring, reputation for the practice, the extent is required. Means professional negligence is the fail to reach standard level. And what is negligence in? Negligence in law, the failure to meet a standard behavior, a standard of behavior established to protect society against the unreasonable risk. Then examples of negligence include, means a driver who runs a stop signs causing an injury crash, means a store owner who fails to put caution, means free flow sign after mopping up a spill, means property owner who fails to replace return steps on wooden, means floors that collapse and injuries visiting guests. Okay, deficiency state of art. हे आपण बघूया. 12:15 वाजले, 2-3 पॉइंट राहिलेले आहेत आपण वीस बिलोचं. ओके, अजून एक अर्धा तासात आपलं होऊन जात आहे हे सेकंड पॉइंट. ओके, आता 12:15 वाजले. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर असेल 1 वाजता. पण स्टॉप करूया. रोल नंबर चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये टाका. ओके, IAC ला 2 चॅप्टर असणार आहे. जे काय आहे मी तुम्हाला देईन, त्यातलं काय काय 2-3 क्वेश्चन असेल आणि ऑफलाईन IAC असेल. ओके, सगळ्यांनी चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये रोल नंबर टाका. थँक्यू.